Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Eala from Eastbourne breakthrough to Wimbledon 2025 debut on July 1st. Manila. Filipina tennis star Eala is making her Wimbledon main draw today, July 1st, stepping onto center court at the world's biggest tennis stage. Her campaign starts with a high-stakes first-round match against no less than the defending champ, Barbara Krejcikova of the Czech Republic. Alex is grateful for the opportunity. "I'm playing the center court on my Wimbledon debut. I couldn't ask for more," she told local channel ABS-CBN. Date July 1st, Tuesday. Time 1:30 p.m. UK, 4:30 p.m. UAE, 8:30 p.m. Philippines. Venue, Center Court, All England Club, London. Opponent, Barbara Krejcikova, Wimbledon 2024 champion, French Open 2021 winner. Eala arrives at Wimbledon riding the momentum of a historic run at the Eastbourne Open, where she became the first Filipino to reach a WTA Tour final on grass. Despite holding 4 championship points, the 20-year-old fell to Australia's Maya Joint in a thrilling 3-set tiebreaker. Reflecting on the loss, Eala said, "I'll take this experience and move forward. Wimbledon's next, and that's my full focus now." Her Eastbourne performance boosted her WTA ranking to a career-high number 56, jumping 18 spots from number 74. Miami and French Open runs. Earlier in the year, she broke into the top 70 following a semifinal run at the Miami Open and her French Open debut. Eala's 2025 grass court season includes a round of 32 exit at the Lexus Birmingham Open, a quarterfinal appearance at the Lexus Ilkley Open, WTA 125, and a first-round loss at the Nottingham Open before her Eastbourne breakthrough. At Wimbledon, Alex faces a formidable opponent in Barbara Krejcikova, who is returning from injury but brings a wealth of experience, including 7 Grand Slam doubles titles and an Olympic gold medal. Krejcikova admitted, "To be honest, I don't really know that much about her yet. She's one of the new generation players. It's going to be a great matchup." Wimbledon 2025 highlights. Top women's seeds include Aryna Sabalenka 1, Coco Gauff 2, Jessica Pegula 3, and Jasmine Paolini 4. The tournament features electronic line calling replacing human judges for the first time. Both singles finals now start at 4 p.m. local time. Wimbledon remains the only Grand Slam with 14 days of play. Fans in the Philippines can watch Eala's matches live on Spot, while U.S. viewers can tune in via ESPN/ABC and Tennis Channel. Alex's journey from Eastbourne heartbreak to Wimbledon spotlight embodies determination. Her London appearance also exemplifies national pride. Alex carries the hopes of the Philippines onto Wimbledon, the world's biggest tennis stage. When the sun sets over the manicured lawns of the All England Club, the light casts long shadows over the ivy-covered walls, ancient and sacred. It is here, in the hallowed grounds of Wimbledon, that tennis greats are forged, and where, on July 1st, 2025, a 20-year-old Filipina made history. Alexandra Eala, the pride of the Philippines, stepped onto court 14 for her debut main draw match at the championships. Her ponytail swayed with each stride, nerves danced in her stomach, and the cheers of scattered Filipino fans echoed like a breeze from home. But behind that composed walk to the baseline was a journey years in the making, one that had picked up its most crucial momentum just a week earlier on the coast of Eastbourne. The turning tide in Eastbourne. Before the grass turned green at Wimbledon, Eala was already causing ripples on the windy south coast of England. The Rothsea International Eastbourne, a key WTA 500 event and Wimbledon warm-up, had long been a proving ground for emerging players and veterans fine-tuning their rhythm on grass. Until 2025, Eala had found the surface difficult. "Grass is a puzzle," she admitted. "It demands a different mindset, faster reactions, and a certain fearlessness." In her earlier junior years, she had been more comfortable on the slower red clay of Europe or the gritty hard courts of Asia and the U.S. But something clicked this June. Ranked just inside the WTA Top 100 for the first time in her career, Eala entered Eastbourne as a qualifier. 3 matches in 2 days. That would be the test. She passed it, and then some. Her first-round main draw opponent was the world number 36, Ekaterina Alexandrova, a player known for her heavy ground strokes and flat hitting, a classic grass court threat. Yet Eala, mixing her trademark topspin forehand with newly honed slice backhands and bold net play, outmaneuvered the Russian in straight sets. A breakthrough. What followed was even more astounding. She edged past former Wimbledon quarter-finalist Alison Riscommertrage in a three-set thriller, saving match points with acrobatic volleys and an icy demeanor that belied her age. Suddenly, the tennis world took notice. A Filipina on grass was playing lights-out tennis. I started to feel like I belonged, Eala said in her post-match press conference. Eastbourne was the first time I believed I could beat these top players not just once, but again and again. Though she fell in the quarterfinals to world number 12 Daria Kasatkina, the message was clear. Eala wasn't just a promising junior anymore. She was a rising professional with the tools to conquer any surface. Wimbledon calls. With her Eastbourne performance, Eala was awarded a wild card into the main draw at Wimbledon, a rare honor, especially for a Southeast Asian athlete with no prior main draw appearances at SW19. Social media lit up in the Philippines. The last Filipino to play Wimbledon in singles was Feliciano Segura in the 1950s, and even that's more legend than record. For Eala, the moment was personal. I remember watching Serena Williams at Wimbledon when I was 10, she said. The white outfits, the silence before a serve, the roar after a point. It felt magical. To now be walking those same hallways is surreal. Training at the Rafael Nadal Academy since her teens, Eala had learned discipline, tactical sharpness, and the grueling demands of pro tennis. But even Rafa never won Wimbledon as a teen. And here she was, 20 years old, representing a country without a tennis tradition at one of the sport's biggest stages. In the days leading up to July 1st, Eala trained quietly, her team keeping her grounded. No flash, no drama, just buckets of balls, footwork drills, and film study. Her coach, a former grass court doubles specialist from Spain, emphasized simplicity. On grass, less is more, he told her. Trust your instincts. Debut day, July 1st, 2025. The morning of her Wimbledon debut broke cool and cloudy. Typical British summer fare. As Eala warmed up on the practice courts, crowds gathered outside the gates with Philippine flags. Some flew in from Manila. Others were OFWs from nearby towns, proudly wearing Eala 2025 shirts, chanting Laban Alex, as if it were a Davis Cup match. Eala's first-round opponent, Camilo Osorio of Colombia, a fellow former junior Grand Slam champion and known fighter. The matchup was compelling, not just two rising stars, but a meeting of continents, styles, and stories. The match began with nerves, double faults, errant backhands, an uncharacteristic whiff on a return. But Eala settled in. Her forehand, long her signature shot, began to dictate play. She moved forward fearlessly, carving backhand slices that stayed low and attacking the net with newfound precision. After 92 minutes, she won. 7-5, 6-3. She dropped her racket in disbelief. The crowd, small but vocal, erupted. The Philippine flag waved proudly in the stands. She had done it. A main draw Wimbledon win on her debut. A win beyond tennis. Eala's victory reverberated far beyond Court 14. In the Philippines, schools paused their morning classes to stream the match. In Makati, office workers gathered around televisions. In Cavite, her hometown, a viewing party turned into an impromptu street celebration. More than just a tennis player, Eala had become a symbol, a representation of a generation that dares to dream beyond the traditional path. Her win inspired not only young tennis hopefuls, but athletes across all disciplines in Southeast Asia. She became the headline not just in sports sections, but on front pages. The Manila Bulletin called her our Queen of the Court. ABS-CBN ran a full-day special on her journey, from a 12-year-old wildcard at the U.S. Open Juniors to her Wimbledon debut. The road ahead. As Wimbledon continues, Eala's tournament is still young. She's slated to face the number 17 seed next, a steep climb. But in many ways, she's already won something deeper: validation, pride, and a belief that her journey is no fluke. "She has the heart of a champion," said Billie Jean King, watching the match from the royal box. And this is just the beginning. Eala herself remains humble, always deflecting praise to her team, family, and country. "I carry the Philippines with me every time I step on court," she said in her on-court interview. "This one is not just mine, it's ours." In an era where tennis is global, multicultural, and increasingly diverse, Eala stands out not just for her talent, but for the path she's carved, one of grit, grace, and groundedness. As the grass courts of Wimbledon stretch out before her, so too does the promise of something greater. Whether this fortnight ends in a second-round battle or a Cinderella run, one truth remains. The girl from Manila has arrived, and she's not leaving anytime soon.